return. If you ever paid any preparer to prepare your tax return, I want you to do me a favor. Hi guys, your friendly neighborhood CPA Toby Agbejimi here again to give you a tip for this tax filing season. This is a real scenario with client experiences, and I just want to tell you guys who are going from pillar to post looking for tax preparers. This past week a client came over, and in our nature we always ask for the prior year return. One, to ensure that nothing is missed, and two, to also ensure that, we just sort of pick some numbers on there, especially when you're a new client, to input in our return. Some is the PIN, sometimes it's the AGI, adjusted gross income. Upon reviewing this return, right off the bat, we identified that there was fraud on that return. And the next question I asked is, did you really have a business last year? And the answer to that question was, no, not really. So where did this number come from? Well, the return preparer did this, did that. I told them not to do it. I told them that I didn't want it, but they said we've been doing it for so long. This is for someone who actually at least understood that something was added in addition. Some of you don't even ask questions. They tell you your refund is 15,000. You're like excited. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You get the return and you're off the road. You don't even know what is on there. Guess what? When the IRS comes back, they're not coming for that preparer. They're coming for you. You get to pay back the money. You get to pay penalties and interest on top of that money, and sometimes they might even ban you from accessing certain credit for a number of years in the future. Now, you might be saying to yourself, well, this company is not the best place for me to go. Yeah, if you're looking to cut corners, we are not your person. But if you're looking for the right thing to be done with your return, where you can have peace of mind year after year and sleep and know that everything is done the right way, then we are your call. This is where you belong. Doba Tax and Accounting LLC is your plug. And most of the time, and I want you all to go back, pick up your tax return. If you ever paid any preparer to prepare your tax return, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to pick up your Form 1040. This is how a tax return would look. This is 1040. This page is page 1, and the second page is page 2. I intentionally printed it front and back just so I can show you. Now, on your page 2 of your Form 1040 2024, or if you haven't filed 24, I want you to do that for 2023 return. Your 1040 2023 would show here, and I want you to go to the back of that return. What I need you to check is this bottom part of your tax return. Down here, it says paid preparer use only. If you paid someone to prepare your tax return and their information is not down here, it means that they are telling the IRS you prepared your return by yourself. If that information of that tax preparer is not down here, then it means that they are throwing you under the bus and telling the IRS you self-prepared this return. And that is what majority of the people who make up stuff on your tax return do. They will not put their information here. They put your name, they put a PIN here, and they say to the IRS that you provided the PIN, instead of them saying they provided the PIN. So this is what you guys need to look out for. The paid preparer section. Check your 2023 return and see. Check that out. Again, this is a real life situation. Now, this same client got a letter from the state. They cannot substantiate what was on that return. That's trouble. I don't even work in the IRS office, but as soon as I picked up that return, I knew 100% this is fraud. And guess what? You might say, well, they may not find me. I'm not praying that they find you, but the IRS has 3 years. 3 years backward, they can come for any of your return from 3 years ago. So count back. This is 24, 23, 22, 21. They can ask you question right back. And if they find fraud in any of those years, they can go back for as many years. You don't want to lose your sleep for the money you would spend, and you can't even feel it after a couple of months. So, preparers and taxpayers, beware.